Am I going to turn around and say, get him out? No, I'm not going to turn around and say, get him out. What I'm saying is, I thought he would have improved, and he hasn't. So I don't think he'll go. I don't think he'll go. I'm certain.
What's the reasons for that?
I think United will keep him.
Why though?
Because they won't go buy. If you go out and buy a goalkeeper now to replace him, they've got to go out there and spend mega money on a number one goalkeeper. And I don't know the goalkeeper what's available at the moment. And I think once you see new players coming in, I think you'll see a change of system. And I think they believe that it might benefit Onana. That's how I see it. And that's the reason why I don't think they're going to get rid of him and bring in a new goalkeeper. He's not had a good time. I'm very disappointed that he hasn't improved this year. And I can't defend him. And I'm not defending him.
I've seen Onana go long more often than not, and we've just not got anyone up the pitch to actually go and win the header or even win the second balls the majority of the time. I think Liam Delap would do that. He doesn't seem frightened of a tackle. You know, we probably would win more headers and second balls with them two players in there. Edison, if you had him in there as well, is he the type of player who can drop deep to receive the short balls as well? Because sometimes we still look a little bit panicky. When we're receiving them short balls from Onana, especially when the opposition, I mean, how many times do you see the opposition nowadays? They sit off the back two or the back three and they wait for that ball to go into midfield, and then you see 3 or 4 of them pounce and they move forward the opposition. It's time and time again, week after week. So hopefully that position does get sorted out, and is Edison the man to do that? But for me, Andre Onana, I think 2 years, like I've mentioned before, is long enough for a player to actually cement a place in the team with consistent performances. He's not done that. And for me, you've just got to look elsewhere. I mean, we sold a young kid and we was impressed with him. Was it Kovar who went to Bayer Leverkusen? I'm sure they inserted a buyback clause into his contract. What's he been like over at Bayer Leverkusen? What's his performances been like? Because if they've been good, I remember him decent on the floor with the ball at his feet. Go and bring him back. He can't do any worse, surely.
Yeah, but Onana's problem is that there is nobody in the midfield who wants the ball, and they've not been coming for the ball on a regular basis. So that's not helped him. I'm just pointing out what's gone wrong for Onana. There's nobody what wants the ball there. And if Edison comes in and you've got Ugarte there and they're both holding midfield players, the both of them could be the ones what turn it round where they receive the ball and then beat the press. That's his problem. He's had no one who wants the ball.
I get that, but that's not the biggest problem. For me anyway, it's not the biggest problem. It's his actual goalkeeping that's the biggest problem. I mean, it's like a magician with no wand and he's just waving his arms about.
Yeah.
You know, simple balls down to his left or his right. He doesn't move his feet quick enough for me. And that's a big, big problem as a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking to myself, his age, you know, the experience that he's got on international level, Inter Milan, Ajax, is they going to really improve there? You know, the goalkeeping situation, the coaches there, they must be scratching their head and pulling their hair out, seeing some of the performances that he's been doing this season.
Well, I'm scratching my head because you do point out some valid points there. I don't know whether it's a combination of things, but they will look at it. And if there's a goalkeeper to bring in, fine, I'm happy with that.